guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is sponsored by Tan Beauty, which is basically Makeup Revolution, I Heart Makeup, Makeup Obsession, Freedom Makeup, a bunch of brands that you will definitely have heard of under one kind of tidy little umbrella. And I will link them below, obviously, because we're going to be talking about their products today. Two massive launches. I'm going to say the biggest launches of the year because it's the middle of January, but I think it's safe to say that this is going to be a highlight even at this stage. This is the Conceal and Define all-round beauty product from Makeup Revolution. I was going to say it's a concealer, but it's a concealer. It can stand in for your foundation, it can be a highlight, it can be a contour. You can see this in action in just a moment. I'm going to show you it used in a kind of layery, very heavy makeup way, and then how I would be using it on a normal day, as well as a day test. So I'm going to show you the wear at the end of the day. Then we've got the Reloaded palettes, which are £4 each. Amazing value. I'm going to show you a look with each of those 4 palettes and kind of give you a mini review of those at the end as well. So stay tuned. It's going to be an action-packed video. There's a lot of different clips from a lot of different days, so bear with me, it's going to be choppy, but hopefully you enjoy it. And we're going to kick off with the concealer. So I've got a bunch of different colours here, and the first one is C5. I'm actually going to use this as my foundation. I'm going to use C3 under my eyes and to highlight certain areas. I would like to take this time to remind you that I don't really know what I'm doing. I have 2 different shades that I'm going to use as contour. The first one is C11 and it's pretty pale as contour goes, but I want to kind of take it a little bit steady. I feel like if I was using a powder, this is the colour that I would choose to use. See, I don't think I would go any darker than that. Normal contouring, which is what I like about this. I did kind of forget how pigmented this was. Going vaguely well. Definitely needs a lot more blending. Looking just a touch like I've been tangoed. Is it too late to go back in with the light colour? Okay, this is possibly the most makeup I've worn in my entire life, and it doesn't actually feel heavy at all. And looking in the mirror, although to me this is a lot of makeup, looking kind of at my skin, it doesn't look heavy. This is insane. I think I put like 3 layers of different kinds of concealers and contours, so just darker, deeper coloured concealers. But shouldn't it be looking really cakey and heavy at this point? I do feel like I'm going to need to press out some of these creases before I powder, because it is gathering ever so slightly. But again, this is like the 3rd layer of this that I've put on, and that's not something that I would do. In other news, I swear one of the stones in my ring is loose, because I can hear it rattling. Right, I've powdered my face. I'm going to put on a bit of mascara, maybe some eye makeup, I don't know yet. Just a little bit more makeup, and then I'm picking up the kids. We're going for dinner. We're going to go see The Greatest Showman. I actually saw it last week and I want to see it again with the children. We went, just Lee and I. Got that whole Meerkats movies thing. They totally suckered me in, and now I want to go to the movies like every week. So we're going to go and see that after school, and hopefully they enjoy it as much as I did. And I'll come back to you in a little while and we'll just discuss like the wear, how it looks and all that jazz, because like I say, this is a heavier amount of product than I would usually wear. But I do feel like when it comes to this kind of product, a lot of you guys are going to want to see how it wears being worn like this, because they are advertising it as a concealer slash contour. So although, you know, I'm rubbish at contour, I put the same amount of product on as if you were going to do it properly. It's been a minute since I saw you last. It's been 6 hours actually. A second ago I was kind of looking at my watch and I definitely decided that it had been 12 hours. Not sure where I decided 12 hours had disappeared to, but I obviously can't read time because it's been about 6 hours. It's kind of a little bit around these areas of dryness down here where I've been trying to get rid of old breakouts, and it's kind of dry patches. It's settled a little bit, and the only other thing that I would mention is this area up here. It has kind of like collected a little bit and become a little bit cakey right in the corners. This is kind of where I go with my concealer most of all, because I don't like to put too much around here because it does settle. I have got fine lines there. However, I do feel like I need to let you know how much crying has been involved in the last 6 hours, because I think that's probably got something to do with that little bit right here. Just after filming the last clip you saw, I then filmed another video which was a little bit emotional. That goes up on Thursday, don't worry. Didn't break my crying thing on YouTube. Haven't cried in 8 years, not about to start now. But you know, I had to turn off the camera and just have a moment. And then I went to see the film that I mentioned earlier, Greatest Showman. Have to go and see it if you haven't already. Amazing. And much crying. So to say that has happened, nothing, because no touch-ups, no powder, no nothing. There's just that little bit in the inner corners, and I think that's probably what it was. So that was my kind of heavy makeup day, and in the next clip I'm going to show you me using it as I usually would on a kind of normal me makeup kind of day. The dogs are going absolutely bananas downstairs, so if you hear something, that's what that is. So today I'm just using that same, I don't know what colours I used yesterday, but the ones I picked up today, I'm using C6 as my base. I have got a little bit of moisturiser on again underneath this. I'm going to apply a little bit more of that in the areas that I think I need a bit more coverage. Then I've got C2, which I'm going to use under my eyes to brighten everything up. I really just apply concealer in these inner corners as opposed to those inner corners. And for the sake of trying a little bit of a more everyday contour, I'm going to use, this is C10, but way less of it, because as we discovered yesterday, this is a lot. I'm actually really happy with that. It's blended out really nicely. I think the trick is just to use it sparingly. I didn't want to get out this review as soon as I received them because you've already heard so many people talk about them. What's the point in me just kind of like showing you the products? I wanted to give them a good test run to give you a proper review of the product because otherwise I'm not really adding anything to the conversation. But I think, you know, I think you get it. I'm a fan. I have used these on and off for the past week and a half, both in the heavier way and in the lighter way that I showed you me applying them. And I'm really impressed with the wear time. I'm really impressed with the way that it sits on my skin, and it feels kind of weightless for the fact that it gives so much coverage. So yeah, for £4, I don't think you're gonna get anything better than this from the drugstore. But the next thing we are going to move on to is the super bargainers £4 reloaded palettes. So there are 4 of these, and I'm going to show you a makeup look with each. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to pick one of these to show you first of all. I'm going to choose, I'm really drawn towards this one because I'm wearing like pinks today with the whole jumper situation, but maybe I should go against that. I really like this, but I'm not sure green is my kind of colour. You know I'm going with the pink. I'm priming. I'm going to use this very pale matte white-ish kind of colour, creamy white, as my base, just because I like to use kind of a neutral pale base on top of my primer, because otherwise I find that my shadows don't blend very well. Same fluffy brush, I'm going to use this kind of corally pink that drew me to the palette in the first place. That is a lot from this fluffy brush. Normally that would pick up a really small amount of product and I'd have to build it up a bit at a time, which to be honest is why I do it, because I'm not very great at blending. Very great. I'm not great at blending. And yeah, that's like, that packs a punch. I'm going higher up with that white colour again, just because I don't want it to be too pink, too close to my eyebrows, which are kind of disappearing, to be honest. I need them microblading again. I'm going to use this colour, this kind of raspberry on the end, in the corner. Kind of like a red, I don't know, like a, I thought it was like a raspberry colour, but maybe it's not. And I'm just going to kind of define the corner. Look at that! That is seriously like, pow! The tiniest amount of product. Wow. Also, I have like one technique for eyeshadow, so if we do one look with each palette, shall we just skip this because it's basically going to be this with different colours. And I'm going to use this that I think is going to be kind of sparkly, this like neutrally pink down here. Neutrally pink, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to use that on my lid. This is like a lot. I'm having to dip into another palette just for the black because there's no black in that palette, and I really want to smudge some along my lash line in lieu of eyeliner. I need a closer mirror. Would highly recommend this to those of you who either struggle with liquid eyeliner or have like really smudgy lids, because I find this lasts a little bit longer and is a lot more forgiving if you get it wrong. This black again, ooh, nearly went into the wrong palette. This black again is amazing. So pigmented. I know that's such an overused phrase on YouTube, but wow. Thought I'd just quickly blow dry my hair. Didn't obviously work out quite that way. So I'm very pink, but I like it. The lip, by the way, is a mixture of 2 products. Where are they? It's the Bow Down lip kit, just the liquid lipstick from the lip kit. That's from Makeup Revolution, and then from Freedom, the Pro Melt and Expose. I've mixed the 2 together. I find that the lip kit liquid lipsticks, what a tongue twister, can be a touch too dry, and the Pro Melts are a little bit too sticky. Both I absolutely love, but together they are an amazing hybrid, so I mix them together quite frequently. They just kind of make the most of each other. So that was the Neutrals 2 palette. Stay tuned for more looks with the others. It is super cold in my house today. I tried to film this video before school. Never have I had so many interruptions in my entire life at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to use this palette today. This is the Iconic Division. This is the green one that I was talking about. And it's almost midday. I'm going to go in for something dark and smoky, I think. Something a little bit different. This one. And we're going to try something a little bit different on the other eye. This one down here. This one. This one. That green is actually really wearable. I really, really like it like that. I've seen this done kind of like reverse, and I quite enjoy that as well. And then this obviously is more what I would usually wear, but big on the greens. This is the Iconic Fever, and purely because it's the standout, I'm going to use this orange. I'm going to use this creamy colour on the inner corner. Although I'm really, really happy with the kind of bold colour on the lid, just like one colour really, because I want to show you more from the palette, I'm going to go for this kind of rusty, this one there, and I'm going to take that underneath my eyes. Then this dark brown colour I'm going to take on the top, just to slightly wing it out. After this, we've got one more palette left. This is the Iconic Vitality. So we've already done pinks and reds. I thought I would stick with kind of these mauvey shades here. So I'm gonna go with this color into my crease with that same fluffy brush I keep using. I'm gonna deepen it up a little bit with this color and then use this color on my lid. Back into this middle shade, I'm gonna just smudge that underneath my eye. I have tried a lot of different palettes and a lot of different Makeup Revolution palettes at different price points because they have done lots over the years, and I know that they are known for great budget products, but these are some of the best. I would say that I've not tried any other eyeshadows from the brand especially that are better than these, and they are £4 for the palette. Now, I do think they've skimped on the packaging. Obviously the packaging feels a little bit cheaper. I was missing the mirror as I was applying my eyeshadow. I was having to reach for something else to use. That being said, would I rather it be twice the price and have the mirror? If I would, there are other palettes from Makeup Revolution that I could turn to with similar colours in them. If you're on a super, super budget, then these are absolutely amazing. It's just that the packaging kind of leaves a little bit to be desired. But I love the general idea of these, that they wanted to go back to their roots and provide really, really affordable palettes, because that is what they were originally so popular for. And so I think any issues that you might have with the packaging can kind of be remedied by spending that little bit more, but the whole point is to keep it very, very budget friendly, and they've done that really, really well without the product itself being kind of subpar, because it's amazing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's not been too long for you. I tried to pack in as much information and as much stuff to see as I possibly could, so fingers crossed it has been informative. But if you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that jazz, and of course all the links to the TAM products will be in the description bar below. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!